विभं विश्वनाथं प्रभुं जगन्नाथनाथं सदानन्दभाजं भवद्भगभूतेश्वरं भूतनाथ.
Hi friends, this is NJ, a host on this channel. So we will continue our discussion around different minor arcana cards. We have started our discussion first with the suit of pentacles, and the card which we are going to discuss today is the Queen of Pentacles, because we have already discussed the Ace of Pentacles, we have discussed the numbered cards from the card number 2 till the card number 10, and in the court cards we have already discussed the Page of Pentacle and the Knight of Pentacle. So before we'll start our discussion on this Queen of Pentacle, just a quick recap of all what we have studied so far. We have already discussed that tarot is basically used for doing character analysis, to get a glimpse of the future, to get a solution to remediate confusion, and it also helps in doing meditation, because it has been believed that the divine preside on these tarot cards. Now when it comes to understanding the components which makes up these cards, they can be divided into two chunks: the major arcana cards and the minor arcana cards. Arcana is a Latin word which means secret. In the previous series we have already discussed the major arcana cards in detail. These major arcana cards, which are 22 in numbers, they carry the universal theme, more impactful and the more long lasting circumstances, situations and the events. But when it comes to understanding the impact of these energies which makes up our daily lives, our daily emotions, relationship, our worry for finances, our job, you need to study these minor arcana cards. These minor arcana cards are in total 56 in numbers and can be divided into 4 suits. The suit of wands, which represents the fire element and tells about your action, creativity and the movement, your confidence. And when it comes to understanding the suit of cups, which represents the water element and tells about your spiritual experiences as well as your relationship. Next is the suit of swords, which represents the air element and tells about your intellectual pursuits, your mental clarity, your thoughts, your reason. And the last is the suit of pentacles, which represents the earth element and tells about your security, your practical concerns, your material and the financial concerns. Any concern about your financial prospect, you need to study these pentacles. Now, we have already discussed that each suit carries in total 14 cards. The aces, then the numbered cards from the card number 2 till the card number 10, which are also known as the pip cards, and the court cards, page, knight, queen and the king. We have already discussed that when it comes to understanding these court cards, you cannot just restrict their meaning to the physical people basis their age or gender. They can be also seen as the influence of the energy, the impact, the intensity of the energy. They can also tell about your different roles which you play in the life. At your work front, you might be acting as a king of swords. At your home, around your children, you might be a page of cup. Same ways, the growth, the development. Let's say for example, any point of time you are still struck to an idea, that might be a page situation. You have started acting on it, it is a knight situation, because knight is about spirit and the energy. And once you have developed that idea into some enterprise, into some business, you are nurturing it, you are running it, you are expanding it, that is a typical queen and the king situation. So this is all we have studied so far. Now when it comes to understanding this card, the Queen of Pentacle. So as you can see that this very little bit mature lady who is sitting on this throne, she has a pentacle on her hand and she is just sitting in and around lots of fertility, and where there is a rabbit which represents fertility, can be seen as the symbol of fertility. She is sitting on a throne where on one side of the throne you will find this kind of goat shaped face, which just tells about that she has gained control over her impulses, over her impulsive nature, because goat can also be seen as the emblem of the planet Mars, which represents energy. Same ways, all around, these blossomed flowers, ripe fruits all around, and these kind of flowers here which represents desires. So in a nutshell, this whole environment, this whole illustration is indicating towards an environment of nurturing, environment of caring, environment of fertility, environment of wealth. And same is the divinatory meaning which this card carries. When it comes to understanding the divinatory meaning of this card tells about, like the way a typical, a feminine energy, which is all about giving care, nourishment. This is all what this card indicates. It's all about being kind-hearted, being caring, being generous with your gifts, trustworthy. Loyalty can also be seen with this card. Now, when it comes to understanding this card's meaning in a reversed formation, so any point of time you'll find this card to be reversed in your reading, this would just indicate, an environment of suspicion, mistrust, where you are not very careful towards your duty, rather you are very neglectful towards your duty. Even the loss of material wealth can also be seen with this card in a reversed formation, because the case is that we are right now talking about the queen, which is a feminine energy, and the suit which we are discussing is the earth suit, which is the suit of pentacle, which is about the finances. So this is all what we can see and understand this card's meaning in a upright as well as in the reverse formation. Any point of time you want to understand the meaning of this card in the real life situation of the people. So let's say, for example, someone has come to you for a reading, and he is going through very hard times in his business. This card just tells about that, first of all, it is a good omen, things can improve. Second thing is that you need to remain very nurturing and very caring, rather than going very fast like the way a knight would indicate. You should be very nurturing, you would be a little bit inward, you need to contemplate about your finances, in which state they are. Second is, how about your employees, your relationship with your colleagues, your relationship with your clients. You need to contemplate over all those kind of situations, because this is what we get to know from this card, because it is a very positive card. It is a suit of finances, but the main thing is which we need to learn from this is about compassion, about nurturing, and about the loyalty. So this is all what I wanted to say as my take on the Queen of Pentacles. I hope you guys found this video informational. For further more updates and notification on tarot, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.
शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपा